Okay, so let's talk about how G-Eazy tried to pull the Joker escaping out of the asylum scene Gotham style on his new video I Wanna Rock, but ended up looking like the Penguin. Let's talk about how the vixen he is with looks like Roxy Reynolds. Those who spend time on Pornhub alone with some lubricant know who Roxy Reynolds is. If you think that this girl does not look like Roxy Reynolds, please let me know in the comments below. Let's talk about how Gunna bodies G-Eazy on his own track with the so below zero, so froze delivery. So smooth, cool, calm, and composed. G-Eazy, on the other hand, sounds like a baby, but he does knock it back with a verse that has deeper meaning. I'm going to unpack where he actually takes a dig at his ex-girlfriend Halsey, where he takes a dig at rapper Lil Xans, where he takes a dig at Funkmaster Flex for letting MGK come on his show and blast G-Eazy. Funkmaster Flex himself has no respect for G-Eazy and said him and Lil Pump are the reasons why rap music is now whack. I also take a look in this reaction video at how G-Eazy lies about his income, something that he does a lot in his tracks. Someone should check him like people would check Drake. They might actually make him make a whole lot of money. I also talk about the number of mistakes that are in this low budget video of his. Let's also take a look at how G-Eazy goes after the critics who call him a one-hit wonder. He actually provides evidence of why he is not a hard one-hit wonder. I'll show you where he says this on the verse, and then we'll see if the numbers for those other songs he provides us evidence of him being a constant hit maker actually hold water. We look at this and a whole lot of stuff in this reaction video, so stay tuned. I'm about to get into this. Okay, so we first look at the verse, and G-Eazy wastes no time in going after his haters. His chorus, though shallow, sounds just like a party chant, but it's actually a message to everybody he's about to take a dig at in his song. The second part where it goes, if you feel better, you can hate me then. He's basically taking offense at everybody who's got issues with them and is basically going at them. But before we get to who he is dissing, let's talk about the lie. He says in one of the lines, every other week I make an M. He doesn't make an M every other week. This guy is worth like $9 million. So G-Eazy, please stop lying before we arrest you. Then the first dig is at Xans in a double entendre, one line which has two different meanings. Okay, he says, I don't fuck with Xans, I grew up on Park. Alright, we know G-Eazy is a fan of Park because he comes from the Bay Area, so he obviously does not agree with what Lil Xans has to say about Tupac's music being boring. Lil Xans said this in some interviews sometimes, so he takes a dig at him there. Then G-Eazy is also known for being a heavy party guy, and he was actually arrested in Sweden at some point for cocaine possession. I don't know why every rapper wants to go and get in trouble in Sweden. As you know, A$AP Rocky was arrested there and Trump had to flex some muscle, you know, to get him out. But despite his love for drugs, it says G-Eazy does not take alprazolam, better known as Xanax, which is a benzodiazepine, an anti-anxiety medication that is highly addictive and can cause life-threatening withdrawals. So this is the double entendre. First he goes after Lil Xans for his dig on Tupac, then he actually says he doesn't mess with the drug actually called Xans. So that's some deep meaning there. We also go to the next line, which has a hidden meaning in his verse. He says, I get love in Houston, no way I rap a lot, I rap a lot. Okay, I get love in Houston, no way I rap a lot, I rap a lot. The meaning for this line is J Prince is the founder of the rap group Rap a Lot, which originated in Houston. Texas G is alluding to the fact that he may not be part of the group Rap a Lot, the famous Houston record label, but when it comes through the city of Houston from the Bay Area, they've got love for him. So he's saying that he's not just local to the Bay Area, he also gets love in places like Houston. Alright, then the next line actually goes for with a hidden meaning. It says May 24th, I'm a Gemini. Alright, May 24th, 1989, that's G-Eazy's birthday. And like every person whose birthday ranges from May 21st to June 20th, G-Eazy's zodiac sign is the Gemini. And being a Gemini is something G-Eazy previously discussed in his November 2018 song, The Beautiful and the Damned, where he discusses the duality that implies for him. He says, I know a Gemini can be confusing, split right down the middle like there's two of me. That's why they say it in the song. But to understand the Gemini, angel devil, it's both him and I. Indeed, Geminis are recognized for owning a split personality, which can be extremely confusing to others at times. I don't know what split personality G-Eazy is talking about, because he just seems like a child to me. The way he raps, his flow is a bit light, is immature. But those who might have insight onto which split personality he's talking about, if there's evidence of that, let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to learn from y'all. The other line that G-Eazy actually spits that has a deeper meaning is not a one-hit wonder. This is why I'm hot. No limit. All I got is me, myself, and I. So he actually basically goes at other people who says he's not a one-hit wonder. I think the song that people are alluding to is I Mean It. That's the song that introduced a lot of us to G-Eazy, myself included, and I love that track. Even though there was still that light, childish flow, he still managed to sort of like, put it across. Eminem also had a light, childish flow, so I guess this is a white boy rapper thing, this light, immature-ish, childish flow, but Eminem could be savage at any time. I haven't seen G-Eazy being savage, even though he wants to be so at times. G-Eazy responds to those who call him a one-hit wonder by calling out 3 of his highest charting tracks. Okay, this is the evidence he's providing in this line. He plays on the title to his 2017 hip rap track No Limit, which featured A$AP Rocky and Cardi B, as well as his 2015 hit pop track Me, Myself, and I, which featured Baby Resha. The next line then ends the verse with reference to him and I, his then relationship collaboration with pop artist Halsey, his ex-girlfriend, who he actually goes after just after this. These 3 songs charted on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 4, number 7, and number 14 respectively. So evidence provided, it's safe to say he's not a one-hit wonder. Not that hot, but not a one-hit wonder, so he actually gets away with that. The other line that actually bears some meaning in his first verse is when he says, when I said it's her and I, that shit was a lie. Alright? What he means here is him and I was a collaboration between G-Eazy and his then girlfriend Halsey that's released on November 30, 2017 as a single of G-Eazy's album The Beautiful and the Damned. On the track, G-Eazy called the pair 2017 Bonnie and Clyde, and they even intertwined line for line in the second verse. The couple then split up in late 2018 and Halsey responded on multiple songs. On Without Me, Halsey sang, "Gave love about 100 tries, just running from the demons in your mind. Then I took yours and made them mine. I didn't notice cause my love was blind." And while she featured on Die For Me on Post Malone's 2019 album, she actually added, "Settle down, I'll spell it out, it's simple enough. I came around, I figured out, should follow my gut. I don't play anymore. I went through your phone and called the girls in your DMs and took all of them home. And I know it's been a while since the last time you heard from me. Grew into a savage, that's why they gave this verse to me." So Halsey is actually heard from the breakup and she's featured herself in many songs responding to G-Eazy. So that one line G-Eazy spit at her was saying, when I said it's her and I, that shit was a lie, is referring to that song that he did to his girlfriend Halsey. So childish lyrics, immature delivery aside, G-Eazy actually goes deep with his lyrics and actually puts a lot of thought into that. Kudos for that. I think if he can just improve his delivery, learn from Gunna and other more established rappers, this could actually move him closer to Eminem levels. No, not even half, but I think if he's 20% of what Eminem was, then he'll actually be a good rapper. So let's go on to his second verse and see if there's anything to unleash there before we move on to Gunna. Okay, so G-Eazy in his second verse goes after Funk Master Flex, and this is exactly how he did it. He says, "I don't fake to funk when I fucking flex. Keep it 97. I'm 100 when I'm at your neck. Till they forget what the fuck you said. You were lying, you were sleeping on that dirty bed. Old head, man, I'm getting more bread. Hating on a young kid, man, that shit is so dead." This is a message from G-Eazy to Funk Master Flex. This is about how Funk Flex allowed MGK to come in the studio and make a diss about G live on his radio show, as well as Funk calling G whack and putting him in the same category as Lil Pump. Lil Pump is pretty whack, and such as to why hip-hop has become whack. G promptly made a diss back at MGK, and MGK went silent about G, but he likely hasn't forgotten about the comments Flex made about him, as you can see here. So this is where he goes after Funk Mr. Flex. Well, Funk Mr. Flex is from the hood, so let's see if he actually comes back with something himself. We'll see how the old man does. Then he throws one bar that actually I noted and highlighted. He says, "Fuck what a hoe says. Sniff a line off my dick. That's what I call a cokehead." Bars. Talking about bars, the only thing to talk about in Gunna's verse outside the fact that he delivered it so smoothly, thus doing his job on the track. Nothing else was really talking about. Nothing was deep. Nothing to point out. He's got this line here that most people probably would like and probably would sing about, but not actually take time to think what it means. So let me just unpack it for you. There is the critique. He says, "She give me head, make me feel like the president. I'm coming while I'm thumbing through these presidents." Okay, so to give head is a common idiom that means practice oral sex. You all know that. And this is wordplay on the term head of state, all right, which is the synonym of president. So he says, "She give me head, oral sex, make me feel like the president, the head of state." So he makes the wordplay on that. And then the second line where he says, "I'm coming while I'm thumbing through these presidents," right? The second line alludes to the well-known slang "dead presidents," which refers to money. The term comes from the pictures of the former US presidents, all of whom are deceased, that appear on the face of American currency. Just some trivia: a few months before the release of the song, Young Thug announced that he was running for president with Gunna. So he basically moves from talking about head, right? Then he makes wordplay on the term head by talking about the presidents. Then he goes and makes a wordplay on the presidents by saying, "I'm thumbing through these presidents as I come," whatever. So she gave me head, make me feel like the president. I'm coming while I'm thumbing through these presidents. It's like some really nice wordplay. The reason why probably these guys have got a record deal and you don't. So let's move on to the video and point out some of the mistakes that are already there. I mean, I hope you're still on this video and you're not checking out Roxy Reynolds like I asked you to do later, because if you do check out Roxy Reynolds, you're definitely not coming back to my boring review. Okay, so this low budget video at the start is based on Gotham. If you actually look at the intro, when you watch Gotham, those who watch Gotham, the camera is going all over the show into the city. If you look at how I Wanna Rock, it's also the camera giving an overview over the city. Then you actually get into the asylum. This is where things start to go wrong for G-Eazy and the producer. Alright, Roxy Reynolds lookalike aside, you see him actually coming through trying to play the Joker. It actually ends up looking like the Penguin. Makeup artist should have done a bit more work there. His hair is a bit too all over the place, just like Penguin. Take a look at Joker, take a look at Penguin. There are subtle differences to their look, and the director didn't actually manage to, you know, separate the two. Even the way G-Eazy was trying to act all crazy, that was a Penguin style type of action. Even the angles, everything just went wrong there. Also the way that he was acting, he did get it right the first part, trying to act like a loony in a loony bin, but after that he became too cool, calm and composed. He should have rapped, also acting like a loony. That would have brought the whole Arkham thing out. So good idea, but poorly executed. Another thing was a lack of attention to detail, as he's being carted to his room. You actually see a place written hydrotherapy room. What's the hydrotherapy department doing in Arkham Asylum? Let's understand what hydrotherapy is. Hydrotherapy is formally called hydropathy, and it's also called water cure. It's a part of alternative medicine, particularly naturopathy, occupational therapy, and physiotherapy, that involves the use of water for pain relief and treatment. The term encompasses a broad range of approaches and therapeutic methods that take advantage of the physical properties of water, such as temperature and pressure, for therapeutic purposes, to stimulate blood circulation and treat the symptoms of certain diseases. Alright, various therapies used in the present day hydrotherapy employ water jets, underwater massage, and mineral bath, yada yada yada. But you get the flow that this is not about treating loonies in loony bins like they're trying to pull with G-Eazy here. So maybe the location that they went to, maybe they didn't think it through, I don't know, but it was poorly executed, and it actually doesn't, you know, gel into how he then steps out and starts robbing people looking like the Joker. He's trying to look like so cool when he's in the club, when he's with the dog, when he's with Gunna outside. It doesn't look cool at all. He's supposed to probably continue that theme going. How is he wearing the same earrings in the asylum and the same earrings out on the road? How is he got earrings in the asylum in the first place? That's poor attention to detail. Also, he then goes on and pulls off the Joker Dark Knight type of scene with the whole robbing the cars and the McLaren getting away and all of that. The McLaren is a poor fit to any Batman movie. I was talking about poor product placements. Someone probably wanted McLaren to show up for sales. That's not really going. Just like Meek Mill and Puma. These are things that don't go well, like Tony Stark in an Audi R8, like King T'Challa on Avengers in an Audi. These are poor product placements. The McLaren is not fitting in. You also wonder why they did the whole car chase thing. Yeah, it's Joker-like, but with the McLaren and the cops, I'm sorry, it's not really coming out. The video was produced very badly by Daniel CZ, or I think it was written something like that. At the start, this guy shouldn't get any more roles. Also, looking at while they're still in the asylum with the Roxy Reynolds lookalike, when G-Eazy is actually convincing her to go on the bank robbery plan, he pulls out the paper from under the mattress with the details of the plan scribbled onto it. If you look closely, that's not even a plan. There's actually some dollar signs and some formulas. Some kid just probably scribbled so that they can put it as an accessory on the set. How G-Eazy is actually able to write down stuff on that note while it's supposed to be tied up like this is a guess for you and me. How he smuggled it in, where he got the marker. Everything is just a shambles in the set. If you think that I'm going too far like I usually do since in the critique, let me know in the comments below. But I think ratings wise, the whole script and the whole way this video was executed is rubbish. So yeah, that's what I think about G-Eazy's I Wanna Rock audio and video. It's not a classic, nothing you're going to remember. G-Eazy flowed like a kid but had a lot of meaning. Gunna flowed like an ace but had no meaning. The video tried to pull off the whole asylum Joker thing, didn't work out. Everything was a shambles. So in my book, I'll probably give this whole thing probably 2.8 out of 5. Yeah, for the effort, it's not something we're gonna remember. If it's the opposite for you and you think that this is a classic, let me know in the comments below. But it's not something I'm gonna be remembering like G-Eazy's I Mean It, you know. So for more insights on these songs, reactions, I've got reactions to songs, I've got reactions to movies. I talk about Manchester United. I'm gonna find another club to talk about. I'm also going to be talking about various products and whatnot as I go forward with this channel. I'm not stopping, I'm not surrendering. Just subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video with your friends, comment below, and let's build a community that talks real on a lot of things. You know, there's a whole lot of bootlicking going out there, but with the critique, there's nothing like that. That's why you don't see me using people's material on my videos, because I want to tell them the truth without the risk of them pulling down my videos. And I'm going to be patient enough until y'all catch on to the concept and you like it and you start following me and supporting me a bit more. So next time, cheers.